Hello guys, and today I want to do a quick video about learning curves. So, you guys may have already known what a learning curve is. A learning curve is essentially how long you're going to learn whatever you're trying to learn. So, there are two types of learning curves, steep and long. So, here we have the steep learning curve for example. What the steep learning curve actually means is it is everything may what the steep learning curve actually means is that everything may seem challenging at first, but but as long as you keep practicing, you just get the hang of it. But here we here we also have the long learning curve, and what it actually means is that it's going to take a lot more time to practice what you're trying to learn. So this time I will point out the advantages and disadvantages of each curve here. So the advantages so the advantages of a steep learning curve are everything seems everything gets a lot more quicker to learn once you get the hang of it. And the reason why I listed it over here is like I said earlier, that a steep learning curve basically means that everything is challenging at the very start, but as long as you keep practicing, you will get the hang of it. And the next case of advantage I would like to point out here is um is is its flexibility. And the reason why it's flexible is because for beginners, if they try to learn about the software or whatever they're trying to learn, that's to learn, that's gonna be the ultimate point where beginners will just actually try to practice whatever is on whatever they're learning. So yeah, and but the disadvantage is like I said earlier, everything is difficult for starters, but only at the very start. And the reason why is like I said, and the reason why is that is because when you start, you're still at the very bottom of the steep learning curve. Even if you try to practice it a little more, but the but if you have got a little more practice, then that's when you reach the highest growth point of the learning curve. And you're just gonna be like, I give up, and you're gonna be like, never mind. And now we're going to list the advantages and disadvantages of a long learning curve. So the advantages over there might be that everything seems simple at first, but there is a lot more to learn because um the thing that you're because the thing you are trying to learn may seem easy at first, but the only thing you didn't know is there is more to what there is more to your learning routine, which means that which means that um at the for the very start you will be making for the very start, you will be making gradual progress. I mean, sorry about my language. Sorry about my pronunciation. So from the very start, you will be making gradual progress. Like you just climb up the learning curve like it's linear. But the learning curve still doesn't end here, which indicates the fact that you might need to learn a little more of what you're trying to learn. And another piece of advantage I would like to point out here is that gradual learning. Okay, so like I said earlier that you will be making gradual progress on what you're trying to learn. Trying to learn like all the progress you build up in yourself will be will be sort of linear in some sense, but the disadvantages is but the disadvantages is that all right, let me think of one. And again, and again like I mentioned earlier, that a long learning curve indicates that the highest growth point of the curve is somewhere far from the very start, meaning that um it would take a lot longer to achieve a lot of progress through your learning career or whatever you call it, you name it. And yeah, I think that's it for the video. So I hope it made sense to you. So you know you might hear a lot of stuttering since this is my very first time making an explanatory video regarding miscellaneous stuff. So I hope you like it. So let me know what you want me to do next in the future. And until next time,